All right, got it lit. Shut all the doors. Unshut. Now, not too bad for that little fan. All right, guys, so here's the fans I got. These are 12 volt. I mean, just generic brushless motors that say they're waterproof, but I'm gonna try my best not to get water in them, but this is where they're gonna go. Put it inside, right in there. And I'm gonna have to Dremel off a little bit, but I'm thinking about sealing the outer edges just enough so I'm not pulling air from in here. I don't know how much it matters, but we're gonna exhaust, so I'm gonna make it so that the fan's pushing air out that way and pulling in air from that one. Now, because obviously heat rises, so I'm gonna pull all the fresh air from that one and push all of it out on this one. So, and then obviously I can't run it while I'm going down the road. It probably, I don't know how strong of wind this thing will push out or pull in. I'm not 100% on it, but I'm just gonna try and make sure it can't, spin itself and then generate energy. But we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna attempt to make me a little template to be able to cut out a little bit, and I did confirm that my cover will go over it, so it'll go like this. I'm gonna have to trim out quite a bit of the cover to, yeah, I'll show you. So for it to work, see how it fits still underneath of it? I'm gonna have to trim that much off so that this is still flush. But yes, it will still cover it, or you can't even tell it's there. It'll cover the whole thing, but it'll just be recessed in there. Took my top off, the cap that came in, you can see the inside. Yeah. Look how thin of a layer. I mean, it's barely anything what they did to it. They barely even siliconed it. So I'm glad I did take it off, because I'm gonna have to reseal it. All right, so this is what I ended up doing. Made me a custom bracket out of a sheet of aluminum I had, and basically put the fan in it. Formed it around it so that way I'm not getting all the air from inside of the interstitial space in between the wall and the exterior of the trailer. Now, see how it does stick out about 1/4 of an inch, maybe about 1/2 inch. But I can't decide. I might end up trimming that back. Yeah, I'm gonna probably trim that back. Now, of course, this thing has these on it. I'm gonna have to get rid of those, but I think I'm gonna trim it back so that way it gives me that much more airflow. But I thought that was pretty cool. I'll show you the inside. So here's the inside. I made my little flanges to go off the edge so I can screw into them and keep it down. I'm gonna have to drill little pilot or holes in then so I can put my small wood screws in it. But you notice I couldn't do the wire through it, so what I'm gonna end up doing is drilling me a little hole right here to be able to run my wire right back through it and go back up and put my loom on it, so that way it's out of the way, you can't see it. Plus, when the cover's over it, let's just imagine the cover is over it, you won't be able to see that hole. I'm gonna do it probably right in that little corner right there, just so I know it's not good. Well, I'm gonna put loom over this too, this little piece. This whole thing's gonna have loom on it, so I don't think I have to worry about the metal, but I might do something just to prevent it hitting that by any chance. But yeah, I mean, cut it out, and my sheet of aluminum, it's just a thin sheet of it, and cut me out fours, bent them over, did all that. So now, actually I'm gonna go ahead and drill all those like I need it, but I gotta do the back as well. So here's my bracket. Obviously it's gonna sandwich closer when I get it in the hole, but I had to reloom and rerun all those cables that I got the length for, and did both sides, that one and obviously the one that's come right here, but reloomed it. And what it's gonna do is, I got this little channel, this will sit back in here. It's hard to do it with one hand, but it'll sit back in here. I just got done soldering it. So, and I made sure the loom, I covered it. Gosh darn it, man. But basically what it'll do is it'll go in this little trough right here, just like that. And when I put the bracket in, it will it'll make it so it can't get hit by the bracket, and it's protected, and also you can see the wires out the way. So I'm doing it like that on this one and the other one, and that way it's all good. And I got some more sealant today at Napa. They didn't have the one I bought last time, but I'm going to try this one out. It's the same sealant I used on the roof of the solar panel. I'm going to seal any gaps I have in between here and here. So what I don't want is for it to suck in any of the air in between, or push it all out in between. I want it all to go in, or come in from outside and go out to outside, not in my trailer in the blank space in between these two walls. So yeah, next goal is to do that one, and then I'm going to mount this one first, probably, just see how it works, and it'll help me with doing the other one. Alright, got it mounted in. See how it's flush, and it keeps it. So what I'm going to do is, once I get it straight, I see I cut, this is what the normal one looked like. I'd cut that piece off, so it should go right back on its own spot. It'll be a little pushed out, but still, I mean, maybe a millimeter off, but it should cover it just like that. And then on the outside, see all these gaps that are in between it. I'm going to seal with my silicone those gaps that come in between, so it's just that spot. All right, so I got it back on, the cap back on. I got rid of that little spot that you saw on the last piece. It's a little round piece that goes in here. I chipped that off, so it's like, it's just empty space in here. I sealed around it on the inside, and then on the outside I put a new seal all along it, and I just cleaned it off. But this is the stuff I had ended up getting because the other one, they ran out. But I sealed it on the inside, and now that's what it looks like. I gotta run a rag around it, but yeah, I mean, it turned out pretty good. All right, I got both of them done. This one's done along with that one, and now this one, obviously it's in the top side of the trailer, so I got it blowing out, blow all the hot air out, and this one to suck the air in. All right, everything's good. Pushing air out this way and pulling air in from outside. Now I can feel it, but we're gonna really put this to the test. So I went to the store and got some smoke emitters. They use this for HVAC, I think plumbing, and maybe a couple other jobs, but what it does is it'll actually let us visualize what it's doing. You can hear it, you can hear the fan, but you're only taking me for my word on whether it can, whether it's sucking or not. You can actually hear the fan change tone when I cut it off. But what we're gonna do is like one of these, let it go into the trailer and see how long it takes to take all this smoke out of here. See how well it actually works. And who knows, it might be able to tell me if I got a leak or not. But yeah, I'm gonna try this out. All right, got it lit. Shut all the doors. I'm shut. Now, as you can see, it's stuck in there, isn't it? Now, it is a little windy here, but I'll show you. All right, I'm pretty sure I know it's going to be a lot, but let's take a look. I do notice it's not as bad when you're near it, but well, we'll do a test on the inside now. I'm gonna use this water bottle, and we'll just see how long it takes to clear out the inside. I'll light it, put it in the Gatorade bottle, and see how long it takes to go out. I think it might do the same thing, but I honestly now want to see how long it would be. I mean, I don't know how long it would take or what. All right, I'll set it right there. Yeah, it looks like it burned through the side of it. I don't know if I want to keep it right there, but we'll shut the door. It should be all right. Now the goal is just to see how long it takes for it to, sorry, I must have zoomed in. For it to clear it up. As soon as I put the camera down, there we go. Now, I don't know what it looks on the inside. I'll stitch that in here. All right, I'm going back in just for a second to make sure my Milwaukee box isn't on fire. No, it's good. But yeah, see there's a little bit left in there. All right, now that the inside's all clear out and we know how long it takes, we're gonna see what the flow on the outside vent, not this one, but the other side, see what it looks like when it's getting pushed out. All right, I got it started. Let's see what it does. That's pretty cool, ain't it? Now, obviously that escaped, but not too bad for that little fan. Pretty cool. All right, leave a comment and let me know what y'all think. Should I add something here in the future to make it more efficient or what? I'm kind of stumped to see. I mean, I know it works well, but I would like it to cool it off a little bit better. I do work on the bench in my trailer, and I plan on doing it more during the summer, especially if I can keep it cool. But hope y'all enjoyed the video, and just please leave a like. I would greatly appreciate it, and have a good rest of y'all's day.